In this video, I'll show you how to set up your loom to have a warp string. And the warp string is really your skeleton for your project. So you will need your loom tool, some non-stretchy cotton cord, and a pair of scissors. So to get started, we want to attach the cotton cord to the top of your loom. And you want to start and end on the same side. So here, for example, I started here on the left and headed over to the right. So to do this, we just simply tie a double knot onto the corner. And if you're using the Crafterateur brand looms, there are little notches that you can use. So I'm just doing a basic double knot. Then we are going to start wrapping the warp string, and so we're going to start from behind the first tooth and take it down the first notch down to the matching notch on the bottom, take it behind the second tooth up through that second notch up to the second notch, behind the third tooth down to the matching notch, and continue this pattern all the way across. And you can decide if you want to use the whole width of your loom or not. And as you're doing this, you want to make sure the tension is tight, but not too tight that you warp your loom. You want to make sure, just double check that you are putting the warp string behind the teeth, and that all of your warp string is actually making lines on the front. So now I've reached the end. I'm going to cut off just a little bit of tail and then just tie a double knot. It can be at the notch or it can be up here. So I'm just gonna kind of take it around, wrap it around this notch, and then tie a double knot. So that's one knot, and I like to pull it just to make it tight. And then tie your double knot, make it tight, and I just trim this tail. You can also trim this tail. If you can't quite get the double knots, you can also use tape, and that will hold your warp string in place. And that is how you set up your loom for your weaving.